When my wife casually announced over dinner that she was going on a trip with her coworker, I froze. Her tone was light, as if it was the most natural thing in the world, but my gut told me something was wrong. She didn't ask, she declared it, with a half-smile like she had already made the decision without me. I looked into her eyes and saw no hesitation, no guilt, only confidence that I would quietly accept it. I set my fork down and leaned back in my chair. "Great," I said evenly, forcing calm into my voice. "Perfect timing for divorce." Her expression shifted instantly, the color draining from her face. She thought I was joking at first, but when she realized I wasn't smiling, her smirk faded into silence. She stuttered, asking what I meant. I explained in simple words. "If you're comfortable enough to plan trips with another man without including me, then I'm comfortable enough to let you go completely. Marriage is supposed to be a partnership, not a game where you disappear with your coworker while I sit home waiting." Her defenses shot up immediately. She claimed it was for work, that I was overreacting. But her story didn't add up. No email, no official notice, no explanation that made sense. Just vague words and nervous eyes. I had been noticing the late texts, the long phone calls, the unexplained absences. This trip was simply the final confirmation. I told her I wasn't going to argue or chase explanations. Trust, once broken, rarely returns the same. She raised her voice, insisting that I was ending things without giving her a chance to explain. But in my heart, I already knew the truth. If she had been honest, she wouldn't have hidden it for so long. The next morning, I started gathering documents. Bank accounts, legal papers, proof of her sudden expenses. She tried to act as if everything was normal, cooking breakfast like nothing had happened, but I didn't touch the food. I watched her carefully, the way she avoided my eyes, the way her phone was always flipped face down on the counter. When I quietly mentioned that I had spoken to a lawyer, she nearly dropped the plate in her hands. Panic crossed her face. She realized then that I wasn't bluffing. I had seen enough betrayals in life to know the signs, and I wasn't going to waste years pretending. She begged me not to make a decision so quickly. She promised it was nothing, just work. But I had learned a valuable truth. People don't hide innocent things. If it was truly harmless, she would have been transparent from the beginning. Her secrecy was the proof she thought I needed. Days passed, and instead of convincing me otherwise, she only made things worse. Her coworker's name kept showing up on her call log. Late nights became even later. I didn't shout, didn't fight. I let the silence and my calm responses show her that I had already moved past the stage of forgiveness. By the end of the week, the divorce papers were on the table. She looked at them as if they were a death sentence. She cried, asked if we could go to counseling, said she would cancel the trip. But I told her the damage was already done. If she had to think twice about loyalty, then she was never truly committed. Her tears didn't sway me. In fact, they only revealed the regret of being caught, not genuine remorse. I packed her suitcase and placed it by the door, the same way she had planned to leave for her trip. Only now, the destination was different. When she finally walked out, dragging her bag behind her, I felt a strange calmness settle over me. It wasn't anger, it wasn't joy. It was freedom, the kind that comes from letting go of a weight you should have dropped long ago. In the weeks that followed, I found peace in small routines. No more suspicious phone calls, no more lies hidden in excuses. My home felt lighter, my days less heavy. I realized I had been living in a one-sided marriage, where trust had been slowly dying. She sent messages at first, apologizing, asking for another chance. But I didn't reply. I had already spoken my final words the night she told me about her trip. Great, time for divorce. It was short, clear, and the only answer she needed. And as time passed, I knew I had made the right choice. Some betrayals don't need evidence written on paper, they reveal themselves in actions. And when they do, the strongest revenge is not shouting, not fighting, but walking away and never looking back.